It's a helpless feeling when your baby is upset and you're uncertain about how to best meet his or her needs. Imagine the desperation some moms are feeling seeing these empty shelves if they rely on baby formula. Store after store has little to no baby formula left to buy, or is rationing what they do have left. Even The Atlantic admits this has become a full-blown national crisis. Many states are now at least 40% out of stock, according to Data Assembly. Legacy media is partly blaming the pandemic, but there's also the issue of a major manufacturer, Abbott Nutrition, remaining shuttered. The FDA has not let them resume production since a voluntary recall in February of this year. The facility says it will be at least 2 more months before its formula can fill the shelves again. House Republican Dusty Johnson of South Dakota says that's unacceptable. He's blaming the FDA for dropping the ball and is urging it to do more. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is also fired up.
$40 billion, but there's no baby formula for American mothers and babies.
But if you dare even acknowledge this crisis, all these empty shelves, then Democrat Representative Jamie Raskin will say you're just repeating Putin's propaganda and disinformation.
Here's a formula for the destruction of democracy, repeating Putin's propaganda and disinformation and appeasing imperialist assaults on sovereign nations.
If this is about claiming that it's about saving lives, let's be real, then we would care about war-torn countries like Ethiopia. So that's a bunch of hypocrisy because I never hear Ethiopia brought up here.
So while we've sent more than $54 billion to Ukraine this year, what is being done about these empty shelves? Wait, these shelves look full. Oh, that's a processing center on the U.S. border, according to Florida Congresswoman Kat Cammack.
Absolutely have to share with you right now is the craziness of the empty shelves Biden movement and the fact that they are sending pallets of baby formula to the border. Meanwhile, in our own district, at home, we cannot find baby formula.
But have no fear, Bill Gates and billionaire crew conveniently have had a backup plan in the works. From a 2020 article in Science Times, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, other billionaires invest in environmentally friendly, artificial breast milk cultured from human mammary. Oh, hey, isn't that convenient? Dr. Syed Haider has a different take.
And so I would recommend don't use the stuff that's available in stores ever. Again, this is a good time to find a good alternative for your breast milk, for your breastfeeding need, or for your child and formula needs. Because if you read the ingredients on the breast milk in the stores, it's a bunch of junk, honestly. It's a bunch of oils that I wouldn't recommend that human beings use, and a bunch of other sugars. There's a lot of sugar in all the breast or the infant formulas. And so making your own is actually far, far better.
Now on cue, this is contrary to what the mainstream media is advising. CNN, homemade infant formula can be dangerous. Misinformation about how families can get through infant formula shortage is fueling concern. But the nonprofit Weston Price Foundation has been around for more than 20 years, offering an at-home recipe many moms swear by. Other moms are recommending goat's milk as an alternative.
So goat milk isn't the perfect substitute for human breast milk. It doesn't have all the same things that human breast milk does, all the same nutrients. There's different, levels of different nutrients in the goat milk and in cow milk. So if you want to try to mirror human breast milk as closely as possible, then I would recommend the Weston Price formula. You can find that online. Just Google Weston Price Foundation, baby formula, and it's got a whole lot of stuff, and you're not going to have everything on hand, so you're going to have to order some things. It's got all these different oils that you add in, and you got to really mix it up really well, otherwise it separates.
Weston Price, it gives a recipe of how you
they have a recipe, and it's kind of complicated, so you're going to have to, you're not going to have everything at home, I guarantee you. There's a lot of different specific oils that you add so that you get the right level of omega-3s and the right level of DHA and EPA, and so they're trying to mirror human breast milk as closely as possible. And it's really important for brain development to have something that is as close as possible to human breast milk.
Perhaps the silver lining in this is that for those that are able to, they'll heed the advice that breast is best. For KLIM.News, I'm Christy Lee.